Good morning, students. Hope you all are fit, fine and healthy. Fit and fine, I understood. What's the meaning of healthy? Anybody? Healthy means taking good diet, healthy diet. And in this healthy diet, what comes? Fruits, vegetables and other all important things which are makes you healthy. Then doing exercises. And the main meaning is keeping, not having any sickness, okay, any disease. As we were having cold, cough, sneezing, we just take medicine, simple medicine we were taking and getting cured. But nowadays, if we having cold, cough, sneezing, fever, it just makes us afraid of what? Corona. So children, please, to be healthy, just keep yourself clean. Don't go out. Stay inside. Always keep on washing your hands properly, regularly. Stay inside. Okay? Maintain social distancing. These all are very important to be healthy. So if you will just go on these, you will always fit, fine and healthy. Now I welcome you all for the online classes. Here I am Shamila. Take your English 2 of class 5. Okay. Now the last session I started with the second lesson of English Trail book. The lesson is the conceited python. And I gave you the meaning also of conceited. Conceited means self-admiring. Other word, itself feels like something very special. Okay? And python means a snake. A snake which not take a bite and eat. It just wrap up the prey and then squeeze and eat up. It's a different kind of snake, a very big snake and dangerous. So the lesson which I read for you in the last session, half of the lesson I read, explained you. Okay? Did you remember the first half of the story? I don't think. Because you people are busy in playing most of the time. So I know that you have forgot. So I just giving a reminder of that. The first half of the story. Just tell you in short that narrator's family having a narrator having grandparents, and the grandfather of narrator used to keep the pet, and he likes to keep this kind of pet. But grandmother, she already said that she can tolerate birds and animals, but not python. Python is a reptile. So she was dead against for the reptiles, and she told grandfather not to bring this kind of pet. But once grandfather, he took the risk to have this python. He went to market, he met with the snake charmer, and in 4 rupees he bought this 4-foot python. And on the way, the gather of, who gathered? Boys and girls. And this grandfather, for impressed this gathering of the boys and girls, what he did? The python was slinging on the shoulder of grandfather. He was with python. He was to home, on the way to home. And when he reached to home, who was the first to see this python? Toto. Who was Toto? Toto was a monkey. So as Toto saw, he just fled away to house side, and when this grandmother, she heard the sound, she came out in veranda, and when she saw grandfather, having this python curled round the neck, she was about to faint. And then immediate she told grandfather, just go and throw him out of the house. The grandfather said, no, I can't do this because this python will get the way to the poultry house. And what he will do? He will finish up all the animals who are there in the poultry farm. Then grandmother said, okay, for the time being, you keep this python in the bathroom and lock up there. And then immediate go to the market, call that snake charmer from whom you brought this. You have bought. Then this grandfather, what he did, he took this python to the bathroom, he put in the tub and locked the bathroom. And then immediate he went to the market. Market, what happened? For 2 hours he was there in searching snake charmer, but he did not find it. He got tired of. Then he came back with disappointed face. Okay. Then this grandmother, when grandfather told that he did not meet snake charmer in the market, and he searched for the 2 hours. Then grandmother said, okay, take immediate this snake from here and go throw across the river bed. Then grandfather said, okay, I'll do, but first I have to feed the snake. He has not taken food. Then this grandfather, he prepared chicken for python, and then he went to the bathroom to feed him. Then when he opened the door of the bathroom, then what he saw? He saw that python is not there in the tub. Everyone was just shocked to see that. Then they saw one window, open window left over there in the bathroom. So from that window, this python was out. Then the whole house was searched, carefully searched. Every nook and corner of the house was searched, but python did not there. Then what happened? Then they just searched everywhere, did not find it. So they were relaxed that the python just moved out, very far from their house. Next day what happened? Aunt Mabel, she reached for 3 weeks. And the grandparents of the narrator, they just waited for 2 days, 3 days again for python, that in case that python appear, but it did not show anywhere. So they were just relaxed that python is away from the house. Now it will not come back. Then what happened suddenly? The next day when Aunt Mabel, she went to the garden near the guava tree, suddenly she screamed like, and just she screamed like, and that like she saw any devil nearby the guava tree. But it was not devil, it was snake. Which snake? Python. And then she ran to inside the house and described about the snake. Now I will read the next half of the story and explain you like I did it that day. Now again I will focus on the book, because I know few have got the books, set of books and copies, but few is still lacking with that. So I'll just focus on the book. While reading, you look into the book and you too read with me. Okay students? So the students, those who are having the books, please look into your books, and those are not having the books, for them it is, they will look in my book. Okay, so while reading, I'll read, you see word to word, I'll read word to word, and you have to see into this book how Miss is reading, and I'll give the meaning of the difficult words too along with. So look in the book. I'm just going to start the other half lesson today. In the guava tree, she gasped. Gasp means like catch one breath with an open mouth because of pain or astonishment. I was reaching for a guava when I saw it staring at me. The look in its eyes as though it would eat me alive. Calm down, my dear, urged grandmother, sprinkling eau de cologne over my aunt. My means narrator. Tell us, what did you see? Who was this? Grandmother. A snake, sobbed Aunt Mabel. A great boa constrictor. That means a large snake that kills by coiling around its prey. So this boa constrictor, it must have been 20 feet long in the guava tree. Its eyes were terrible and it looked at me in such a queer way. So this aunt explained about this python, how it was looking and how it looked to aunt. It was staring at aunt when she was near the guava tree, and it was staring like that it will finish up today. To whom? To aunt. Then this aunt told that snake was a great boa constrictor. Just now I gave you the meaning. That means a snake, a large snake that kills by coiling around its prey. So it was how much long? 20 feet long. This was told by Aunt Mabel. It was in the guava tree. Its eyes were terrible and it looked at me in such a queer way. Queer means a look. My grandparents exchanged glances and grandfather said, I'll go out and kill it. Taking hold of an umbrella, he sallied forth into the garden. But when he got to the guava tree, the python had gone. What happened then when Aunt Mabel told about python that she saw on the guava tree? Both the grandparents of the narrator just glanced to each other, means looked at each other, gave a look to each other that python is there yet in the garden, in their garden. Then grandfather said, okay, I am going out to kill it. And immediately he took the umbrella and sallied forth means rushed out into the garden. But when he reached there, he did not find python on the tree in the garden. Aunt Mabel must have frightened it away, I said. I means narrator said. What he said, he just jest with that. Aunt Mabel must have frightened it away. Means python has not frightened her. Aunt Mabel has frightened it away. Because of the scared of Aunt Mabel, python gone away. So he just jest. Jest means nowadays you people are using the word a prank. Means a kid, a joke. So, hush, said grandfather. We mustn't speak of your aunt in that way. But his eyes were alive with laughter. Means grandfather also giving a smile. But he's saying, just be quiet. Don't say about the aunt this way. After this incident, the python began to make a number of appearances, always in the most unexpected places. Aunt Mabel had another fit when she saw him emerge from beneath a cushion. She packed her bags and left. Then what happened? That now this python started appearance everywhere. Means unexpected places also he was seen. Then what happened? When Aunt Mabel saw beneath a cushion. Beneath means under the cushion. Then what happened? Then immediate Aunt Mabel packed her bag and moved from there. He left the house and went away. The hunt continued. The hunt, when once python was seen, then after the hunt continued. One morning I saw the python curled up on the dressing table, gazing at his own reflection in the mirror. I went for grandfather, but By the time we returned to the room, the python had moved on. He was seen in the garden, and once the cook saw him crawling up the iron ladder or to the roof. Then we found him on the dressing table a second time, admiring himself in the mirror. Evidently, he was fascinated by his own reflection. Now what happened? One morning, narrator saw the python curled up in the coiling way. It was sitting on the dressing table, and what it was doing? It was just gazing at his own reflection. Gazing means to look steadily for a long time. Then when he saw, who saw? Narrator saw python gazing at his own reflection sitting up on the dressing table. He went to call grandfather. But with the grandfather, when he came back, python was away from there. Then he has seen in the garden, and once the cook saw him crawling up the iron ladder and to the roof. Then again this narrator saw him in the garden, and one day the cook has seen. Where he had seen? He has seen that he was crawling up the iron ladder to the roof. Then we found him on, then again they found him where? Again they saw on the dressing table. And this time he was admiring himself. Here the word conceited. He was conceited himself. Means admiring himself in the mirror. Means a snake. Just think on. A snake is admiring himself in the mirror. Evidently, he was fascinated by his own reflection. Evidently means to show that you think something is true. To show that you think something is true. And fascinated means to attract or interest in something, in somebody very much. So the snake was evidently fascinated by his own reflection. Probably made him conceited, said grandfather. All the attention he was getting has probably made him conceited, said grandfather. He is trying to look better for Aunt Mabel. I said. I regretted this remark because grandmother overheard and held up my pocket money for the rest of the week. Anyway, now we know his weakness, said grandfather. Are you trying to be funny too? Said grandmother. I didn't mean Aunt Mabel, explained grandfather. The python is becoming vain, so it should be easier to catch him. Now, grandfather said that all the attention is what making? It's making probably conceited. To whom? To python. He's trying to look better for Aunt Mabel. Just there again. Get that? The snake is trying to look better for Aunt Mabel. Anyway, now we know the weakness of this python, and easy to catch him, because now the python is becoming in vain. Grandfather set about preparing a large cage with a mirror at one end. In the cage, he left a juicy chicken and several other tasty things. The opening was fitted up with a trap door. So now they were planning to catch this python. So how to catch? They started making the cage. And this cage, grandfather started making the cage with a mirror inside, because this python was admiring to himself in the mirror. So this grandfather, he started preparing a large cage with a mirror at the end, at the back of. In the cage, he left a juicy chicken and several other tasty thing for python to eat. The opening was fitted up with a trapdoor, and the trapdoor was made. Sliding door was made. Aunt Mabel had already left by the time we set up the trap, but we had to go on with the project because we could not have the python crawling about the house indefinitely. A python's bite, it is not poisonous, but it can swallow a live monkey, and it can be a risky playmate for a small boy. Now, what happened? The smart Aunt Mabel already left the house because she saw the snake beneath the cushion. So immediate she packed the box and the suitcase and left the house. Now they started making the cage and to trap. But what happened? The project, because we could not have the python crawling. Crawling means this moving about, especially in search of prey. This python was crawling about the house indefinitely. He will just eat up anything to anyone. A python, now describing about python, how the python is looked like and how he eats. A python's bite is not poisonous. You know, student, a python bite is not poisonous, but it can swallow a live monkey. Any animal, it can swallow. And it can be a risky playmate for a small boy. This small boy is a risky because this python was crawling about the house indefinitely. Okay. Now, for a few days, nothing happened. And then, as I was leaving for school one morning, I saw the python in the cage. He had eaten everything left out for him and was curled up in front of the mirror with something that resembled a smile on his face. If you can imagine a python smiling. Now this narrator, one day he was going to school in the morning, then he saw the python in the cage. He found python in the cage, and whatever was kept for him for eating, it was all finished. Everything was over, nothing was left. And this python was curled up in the front of the mirror. Python was curled up and sitting in front of the mirror. And what he was doing? He was just having the smiling face, looking himself in the mirror. If you can imagine a python smiling, can you imagine an animal who looking into the mirror itself and smiling? Have you ever heard this? No. But this python was doing. He was smiling itself, seeing into mirror, into himself in mirror. I lowered the trapdoor gently, but the python took no notice of me. Grandfather and the gardener put the cage in a tonga and took it across the river bed. Opening the trapdoor, they left the cage in the jungle. When they went away, the python had made no attempt to get out. I didn't have the heart to take the mirror away from him, said grandfather. It is the first time I have seen a snake fall in love. So, lastly, what happened? When the small boy was morning time going to school, he saw the snake in the cage, and everything what was kept for him was over, and he was looking him into the mirror and smiling. He was smiling after seeing his image in it. Just imagine, a python can smile. But here, python was smiling. Then, this small boy, the narrator, he just closed the trap door gently, so the python should not come to know that he is going to close the door. But what happened? Did python notice? No, python did not notice it. He just sitting and looking himself in the mirror. Grandfather and the gardener, they both put the cage in a tonga and took it across the riverbed. They took it across the riverbed, and last when they reached, they opened the trap door. They left the cage in the jungle. Only they opened the trap door and left with the cage there in the jungle. When they went away, the python had made no attempt to get down. And when they were just about to go back home, till then, the python did not make any attempt to come out. It was sitting inside the cage only. And what he was doing? He was looking himself in the mirror. Then this grandfather said at last that I did not have the heart to take the mirror away from him. This grandfather, he was just not wanted to take the mirror out of the cage. Why? Because he saw that this python is smiling and looking himself in the mirror. Means it is the first time that he has seen a snake, python, fall in love with itself. So this is the story which is finished now. Okay. So students, now this reading and explanation of the lesson is over. I hope you understood the story. Now in the next session, tomorrow I'll meet you, and then I will tell you the summary of the poem, and you also try to make the summary of the poem. Now just stay home, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.